is a freelance filmmaker and a millennial snowflake. He spends his days eating avocado toast and watching fake news. Give it up for AJ.
There's a new meme on the internet right now, and it's causing a lot of controversy. It's nothing so innocent in origin either, so sit back, relax, buckle up, because you're about to get triggered. All right, behold, the phrase that is tearing our society apart right now. Simple, to the point, okay boomer says it all. It's really firing up the generation keeping the Eagles on the radio. But where does it come from? Is it anything new? What does it mean? Maybe it comes from that pent-up frustration of being asked how to email the Wi-Fi, or perhaps being told at the same time that you're ruining different aspects of the economy every day. I'm not saying who started the name calling, but I've been made fun of for my toast preference a lot longer than this meme has been a thing. The meme has become the rallying cry of kids everywhere that are fed up with a generation that they consider to be out of touch. Maybe it's not the most mature thing to rally behind, but if you look at perhaps on the flip side, this is what they've come up with as an answer. I'm glad that they're making content, and I'm really proud for them, but this is really low bar stuff. So, yeah. Myra Blurth, senior VP of AARP, actually even used the phrase. She said, okay, millennials, but we're the ones that actually have all the money. That's since deleted. I can only wonder why. But she's right. On average, baby boomers have 12 times more net worth than the average millennial, which is a pretty shocking statistic to think about. Especially when you consider how they're in positions of power and not really allowing others in. And another interesting thing is a lot of the people are starting to take offense to the phrase boomer, referring to it as a slur. And if you can't see a problem with that, then I'll be back with another talk. But I'm not going to let my generation totally off the hook, though. We shouldn't be adding fuel to the fire of an already bad relationship with our parents, especially before Thanksgiving, guys. I mean, come on. But we live in an era of no compromise. I think it's important to remember that just because somebody is a little bit older, they have a lot of insight that they can actually give you. And I would hate for this to tear families apart more than certain elections have in the past. The conversation that we're actually having, though, is about people that are in power and how they're using or abusing it for short-term gains. Oftentimes, the older generation that's perceived to be slow to change is looked at like talking to a brick wall. And that's the parents just don't understand phrase that we've been hearing for ages and ages. Even back in their own heyday, the baby boomers said, you can't trust anybody over 30. And, well, they're all over 30 now. So I don't know if they don't trust each other, but my point is that it's a cyclical conversation about people in power and wealth inequality. And it's actually appearing in politics, too. Chloe Swarbrick, a New Zealand politician, 25 years old, was talking about climate change when she was heckled by a baby boomer colleague. She quickly said, okay, boomer, which shut up the heckler and completely baffled everybody. She had to write an essay saying that she would do it again, and it was in the interest of democracy. So go, Chloe. But the meme is really about kind of just shrugging off this wisdom that we're constantly offered by our elders when they don't really seem to be in touch with the way that the world operates today. It's that frustration. And unfortunately, that's a rude awakening for a lot of baby boomers that sometimes find themselves out of work, looking for a job for the first time in 30 years. Sending hundreds of email applications or even a single email can be really an overwhelming experience. It's not about a generation, it's about a mindset. And it's about resisting a mindset that is hesitant to change. or resistant to change, I should say. And I think that we should keep the dialogue going in that direction. But I'm really interested to see the way that this plays out. And remember, not all baby boomers are bad. These are the people keeping classic rock alive. Thanks.